I've got a book to share with you today called Wemberly Worried by Kevin Henkes. I'm reading it with permission from HarperCollins Publishers. Wemberly worried about everything, big things, little things, in between things. And then school was about to start, and Wemberly worried even more. And if you worry, or you know someone who does, then this book is for you. Wemberly worried about everything. Big things. I just wanted to make sure you were still here. Little things. And things in between. Mama, what if I shrink? Wemberly worried in the morning. She worried at night, and she worried throughout the day. You worry too much, said her mother. When you worry, I worry, said her father. Worry, 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 said her grandmother. Too much worry. At home, Wemberly worried about the tree in the front yard. What if it falls on our house? And the crack in the living room wall. What if it gets bigger and something comes out of it? And the noise the radiators make. What if there's a snake inside? At the playground, Wemberly worried about the chains on the swing and the bolts on the slide and the bars on the jungle gym. Too rusty, too loose, too high. And always she worried about her doll, Petal. Shouldn't Petal have a car seat too? Oh, Petal's lost forever. I found her, sweetie. Oh, I'll wait for you, Petal. When Petal was in the washer. Don't worry, said her mother. Don't worry, said her father. But Wemberly worried. She worried and worried and worried. And when Wemberly was especially worried, she rubbed Petal's ears. Wemberly worried that if she didn't stop worrying, Petal would have no ears left at all. On her birthday, Wemberly worried that no one would come to her party. Oh, this is the best present ever. I wish I had my birthday today. See, said her mother, there was nothing to worry about. But then Wemberly worried that there wouldn't be enough cake. On Halloween, Wemberly worried that there would be too many butterflies in the neighborhood parade. Here's the parade. Do you see any butterflies? I see a ghost and a baby ghost and a kitty and an elephant. No butterflies. See, said her father, there was nothing to worry about. But then Wemberly worried because she was the only one. Oh, you worry too much, said her mother. When you worry, I worry, said her father. Worry, 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 said her grandmother. Too much worry. Take it as it comes. And soon, Wemberly had a new worry. School. Wemberly worried about the start of school more than anything she had ever worried about before. I loved school, said her dad. By the time the first day arrived, Wemberly had a long list of worries. What if no one else has spots? What if no one else wears stripes? What if no one else brings a doll? Oh, what if the teacher's mean? What if the room smells bad? Ew. What if they make fun of my name? What if I can't find the bathroom? What if I hate the snack? Ugh. What if I have to cry? Don't worry, said her mother. Don't worry, said her father. But Wembley worried. She worried and worried and worried. She worried all the way there. Have fun. While Wembley's parents talked to the teacher, Mrs. Peachum, Wembley looked around the room. Then Mrs. Peachum said, Wembley, there's someone that I think you should meet. And her name was Jewel. She was standing by herself. She was wearing stripes. And she was holding a doll. And at first, Wembley and Jewel just peeked at each other. This is Petal, said Wembley. This is Nibbles. Niblet, said Jewel. Petal waved. Niblet waved back. Hi, said Petal. Hi, said Nibbler. I rub her ears, said Wembley. I rub her nose, said Jewel. And throughout the morning, Wemberly and Jewel sat side by side and played together when they could. Pearl and Niblet sat side by side too. And Wembley worried, but no more than usual, sometimes even less. And before Wemberly knew it, it was time to go home. Come back tomorrow, called Mrs. Peachum as the students walked out the door. Wemberly turned and smiled and waved. I will, she said. Don't worry. The end. Sometimes you worry. Sometimes I worry. Maybe you worry that you've got too much to do or someplace new to go to. But there are a lot of things you can do when you worry. And this book, the Don't Worry book by Todd Parr, I get to read it to you with permission from Little Brown and Company. It should be a help. Sometimes you worry. Hoo, hoo, hoo. Worrying happens when you think too much about a problem or feel afraid that something bad is going to happen. You might worry when you meet someone for the first time. When someone is being mean. When it's dark. Do you worry when it's dark? I know I used to worry when it was dark. Even when I was a teenager, I would worry about that. A lot of people worry about being dark. Look at those big eyes. You might worry when you're trying to sleep or when you go to the bathroom. When you go someplace new. When you're alone. Who do you think's worried in this picture? Do you see the dog? Do you know sometimes dogs and cats and pets can get worried too? Yeah. Sometimes you might worry when you have too much to do. Like every parent ever. You might worry when it rains. When you get sick and you have to go to the doctor. When watching TV. or from looking at screens too much. You might worry when someone is being loud. Oh, look at those big, bright words. They say woof, woof, bark. All right, so let's be a loud dog. Let's see if you can help me with this page. Can you bark like a dog? All right, help me out. Woof, woof, bark, 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 bark. Oh, woof, 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 woof. It can be scary when dogs and pets get a little loud. Maybe you worry when you go to school, or when you overhear some bad news. Worrying can make you sad. When you worry, try doing something to keep yourself busy, like talking to someone special, taking deep breaths, visiting friends, wearing underwear on your head. All right, that's being silly. Here's one of my favorites, reading a book. I definitely like to read books when I'm feeling worried. Actually, I like reading books all the time. Dancing, exercising. This says woof, meow, yoga. Squeezing a toy. Or thinking about all the things that make you strong. And remembering everyone who loves and takes care of you. Worrying doesn't help you. If you are worried, talk to someone you love about it. It will make you feel better. The end. Love, Todd. The end. Okay, I want to show you how to make a calm down jar. Here's what you're going to need. You'll need a small jar or bottle. Plastic, if you can find it. Glass, if you're not worried about it getting broken. You need a pitcher or a big measuring cup full of hot water. You need some glitter glue, any brand, any color. I've got glow-in-the-dark glue. And you'll need a little bit more glitter to put in, maybe some fine glitter and some big glitter, and some gel food coloring if you wanted to add color. So here's what you do. First thing we'll do is we'll take off the cap and we're going to fill this jar about 1/3 of the way up with hot water. So take my hot water, pour it in till it's about 1/3 full. Now we're going to squeeze in a bunch of glitter glue. Now we need to add a little bit of food coloring, gel food coloring, to the water to make it a little bit blue. Don't want it too dark because we still want to be able to see the glitter. And I'll do some stirring. Ooh, it's starting to sparkle. So now it's time to fill up the jar the rest of the way with some more of the hot water. You want to leave just a little bit of an air gap at the top, not too much. So now my jar is about 2/3 of the way full of hot water and gel color and glitter glue. Now it's time for some glitter. I've got big silver glitter here. There's some. And I've got fine white glitter to put in. And put the cap on really tightly. Okay, so here's how it looks to start. Next thing we get to do is shake it up. Make sure it's really tight before you shake it up. Parents, you might want to consider doing a small glue gun, bead of glue around the inside before fastening the jar. There's our calm down jar. The idea is that you just watch the glitter, watch it move, and calm down. The more you shake it, the more you use it, the better it gets. I love this story. Danbi Leads the School Parade. It's by Anna Kim, and I'm sharing it with you with permission from Penguin Random House. Special because this tells the story of Danbi's first day of school in America, before she even knows how to speak English. She's a little nervous, maybe a lot. Danbi Leads the School Parade. This book starts out before the words even start on the page. Look at the picture. I wonder where they are. The house doesn't look like the houses here in Mason. And there are a lot of suitcases. And there's a big hug. I think Danbi and her parents are getting ready to travel. And they are on a plane all the way across the ocean and to the United States of America. On the first day of my new school in America, my heart beat boom, boom. Mama held me and whispered, "Listen to your teacher and eat your lunch." I said, "Don't worry, Mama, I'll be good today." And I walked through the big red door. Boom, boom. Everyone stared, but I didn't blink. The teacher handed me a marker, but I wasn't sure why. Boom, boom. Look, see this drawing? It means that the teacher's saying something. But Danbi doesn't understand what she says. So I wrote my name just like this, Danbi, in perfect straight lines. It means sweet rain in Korean. But no one knew that here. When the music started, I tried dances I'd never seen. Oh, and fell down. And I tried games that I didn't know. I tried and tried and tried again. But no one played with me. Oh, look how sad Danbi's face is. Oh. The teacher's trying to help her. Clap, clap. The teacher said something. and everyone pulled out their lunches. Now this I knew how to do. Look at her lunchbox. That's fancy. Everybody was so interested. Look at them looking at what she has. Look at her lunch. Yams and honey, crystal dumplings, sweet and sour and mini skewers, rainbow drops, and half-moon rice cakes dipped in sweet sesame. All my favorites. Wow! Everyone cried. The girl with pigtails looked and looked, so I gave her a rainbow drop. Uh-oh, this wasn't working. So I showed her how it was done. Can you see what Danbi's using? It's not a fork, it's not a spoon, those are chopsticks. Danbi knows how to use them, but most Americans don't. I showed her how it was done, and then everyone wanted to try it too. Click, clack, click, clock. And that gave me an idea. Ting! I tapped my lunchbox. Ding! And she tapped her juice box. Da-ding! And then it got a little wild. Boom, 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 tap, boom, tap, boom, tap, doom, tap, 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 tap. Everyone was making music with their lunches. And let's have a parade. We took over the classroom. Boom, tap, boom, tap. And we took over the playground. Whee! I had a feeling I might like it here. At the end of the day, I pointed to my nose and I said, Danbi. And she put her hand on her chest and said, I'm Nellie. Nellie showed me how to write my name in big round letters. And together, we wrote our names on our cubbies. That night, I told Mama, I made a new friend. We'll play again tomorrow. She smiled her big smile. On the fog of the window, I wrote my name, Danbi, soft and round, with a dot just above one straight line. The end. There's a note here I'd like to read part of from the author. The author, Anna Kim, wrote, I will never forget my first day of school in America. I remember standing in front of the whole class, everyone staring at me, not understanding a word from the teacher. I eventually learned English and grew up to embrace my bicultural identity. But the shock of that first day, the feeling of being an outsider stayed with me. So when my nieces were born, I looked for fun picture books featuring heroic characters with whom they could identify. And if those characters existed, I didn't find them. That's what inspired me to create Danbi. There's a postscript to Anna Kim's first day at school. A few months later, her classmate Mia and she became friends. She was sweet and she was gentle, and Anna remembers her smile to this day.